Imagine a world on fire, sirens wail, cities burn, the unthinkable has happened, India and China are at war. It's a terrifying thought, right? This isn't a Hollywood blockbuster. This is a scenario with real-world consequences, and it's one we need to talk about. We're going to dive deep into this hypothetical war, examining the military might of both nations. We'll look at their allies, their cyber capabilities, and the devastating impact such a conflict would have on the entire world. Buckle up, because things are about to get real. India and China, two ancient civilizations, two rising superpowers. Their relationship is complex, marked by periods of cooperation and bitter rivalry. The two nations share a border stretching over 2,000 miles. This border, high up in the Himalayas, has been a source of tension for decades, resulting in a brief but bloody war in 1962. Despite efforts to improve relations, mistrust lingers. Both countries have rapidly modernized their militaries, further raising the stakes. Understanding this historical baggage is crucial to grasping the gravity of a potential conflict. Let's talk about India's military. The Indian Armed Forces, comprising the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, are a symbol of national pride and strength. They play a crucial role in maintaining the sovereignty and integrity of the nation. They've got a lot going for them. The Indian military is known for its rigorous training programs, advanced combat strategies, and the ability to adapt to various terrains and climates, from the icy heights of the Himalayas to the scorching deserts of Rajasthan. With over 1.4 million active personnel, the Indian Armed Forces are not just large in number but also rich in diversity. Soldiers from different regions speaking various languages come together with a unified purpose. In comparison, China's People's Liberation Army, PLA, is the largest in the world, with over 2 million active personnel. The PLA is known for its advanced technology and significant investments in modernization. Both nations have extensive combat experience. Indian soldiers have served in various conflicts and have a strong track record in UN peacekeeping missions, earning respect globally. Similarly, Chinese forces have been involved in numerous military operations and peacekeeping missions, showcasing their capabilities on the international stage. India also possesses a formidable nuclear arsenal, a stark reminder of the potential for devastation. The country's missile systems, including the Agni and Prithvi series, enhance its strategic capabilities, ensuring a credible deterrence. China too has a significant nuclear arsenal and advanced missile systems, such as the DF series, which bolster its strategic deterrence. However, the Indian military faces challenges such as outdated equipment and the need for modernization. The defense sector is working tirelessly to upgrade and procure advanced technology. In contrast, China's defense industry is highly advanced, with a focus on cutting-edge technology and self-reliance, giving them a significant edge in terms of equipment and capabilities. When it comes to allies, India has strong strategic partnerships with countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia, forming the Quad Alliance. These alliances enhance India's military capabilities and provide a strategic counterbalance to China. China, on the other hand, has a close military relationship with Russia and engages in various international military exercises, strengthening its global military presence. Still, India's military is a force to be reckoned with. Their resilience, dedication, and strategic acumen make them a formidable opponent. Continuous efforts in modernization and self-reliance are paving the way for a stronger and more capable Indian military in the future. Now let's turn to China, a nation that has rapidly transformed its military capabilities over the past few decades. Their military modernization has been nothing short of remarkable, showcasing a blend of traditional discipline and cutting-edge technology. Over the past few decades, they've poured resources into building a world-class fighting force, investing heavily in both personnel and equipment. Factories across the nation are bustling with the production of advanced military hardware, while soldiers undergo rigorous training to master these new tools. They have the largest navy in the world by number of ships, a testament to their maritime ambitions. This fleet includes state-of-the-art aircraft carriers, destroyers, and submarines, all designed to project power far beyond their shores. Their air force is rapidly growing, with a focus on developing stealth fighters and advanced drones. These aircraft are not only numerous but also equipped with the latest in avionics and weaponry, making them a formidable presence in the skies. Additionally, China boasts a sophisticated ballistic missile program, capable of striking targets with precision over vast distances. This includes both conventional and nuclear capabilities, adding a significant strategic dimension to their military prowess. China's military is also at the forefront of cyber warfare, developing advanced techniques to disrupt and disable enemy networks. Their cyber units are constantly honing their skills, posing a significant threat in the digital realm. These cyber capabilities allow them to conduct espionage, sabotage, and even influence operations, making them a key player in the global cyber arena. However, China also has weaknesses. Despite their impressive arsenal, there are areas where they fall short. Some of their equipment, while advanced, suffers from reliability issues and maintenance challenges. They lack combat experience compared to India, whose troops have been engaged in various conflicts over the years. This lack of real-world experience could be a significant disadvantage in a prolonged conflict. Furthermore, their troops haven't been tested in a major conflict in recent times, raising questions about their readiness and effectiveness under fire. While their training is rigorous, the absence of combat experience is a notable gap in their otherwise formidable military capabilities. Section 5. Friends in need, allies on the chessboard. No country is an island, especially in a hypothetical war of this scale. In the grand game of geopolitics, alliances are the pieces that can make or break a nation's strategy. The intricate web of friendships and rivalries can determine the outcome of conflicts long before the first shot is fired. Alliances would play a crucial role. They are not just about mutual defense, but also about shared interests, economic ties, and political support. In times of war, these alliances can provide critical resources, intelligence, and reinforcements that can tip the balance in favor of one side. India has been strengthening ties with countries like the United States, Japan, and Australia. These relationships are built on shared democratic values, economic interests, and mutual concerns about regional stability. Joint military exercises, naval patrols, and Air Force collaborations are just a few examples of how these alliances are being solidified. These partnerships offer strategic advantages, including potential military support and access to advanced technologies. For instance, India's collaboration with the United States has led to the acquisition of cutting-edge defense systems and intelligence-sharing mechanisms. Similarly, joint training programs with Japan and Australia enhance interoperability and readiness for potential conflicts. China, on the other hand, has its own set of allies, most notably Russia. This partnership is driven by a shared interest in countering Western influence and maintaining regional dominance. Joint military exercises and technology exchanges between China and Russia have been on the rise, showcasing their commitment to mutual defense and strategic cooperation. Pakistan, with its historically strained relationship with India, could also become involved. Pakistan's alliance with China is well documented, and in the event of a conflict, it could provide logistical support, intelligence, and even direct military assistance to China. This adds another layer of complexity to the already intricate geopolitical landscape. The web of alliances would significantly impact the trajectory of such a conflict. Military strategists would need to consider not just the immediate battlefield but also the broader geopolitical implications. The involvement of multiple nations could escalate the conflict, turning it into a global confrontation. Therefore, understanding these alliances is crucial for any comprehensive analysis of potential outcomes. Command. Currently the VO is 95 words long. Please expand it to be 340 words long. Section 6. Beyond the battlefield. Cyber warfare and economic sanctions. Warfare in the 21st century extends far beyond traditional battlefields. Cyber warfare would play a crucial role in an India-China conflict. Both countries have sophisticated cyber capabilities, and attacks on critical infrastructure, communication networks, and financial systems could cripple economies and sow chaos. Economic sanctions would also be a major factor. China and India are deeply integrated into the global economy, and sanctions could disrupt supply chains and have far-reaching consequences. Section 7. The nuclear shadow, a threat to everyone. Let's address the elephant in the room: nuclear weapons. Both India and China possess nuclear arsenals, and the use of even a single nuclear weapon would be catastrophic. The humanitarian cost would be unimaginable, with millions of lives lost and long-term environmental damage. The threat of nuclear escalation hangs over any conflict between these two nations, a stark reminder of the stakes involved. Section 8. A world in flames. The global impact of war. A war between India and China wouldn't be confined to their borders. The global impact would be devastating. Conflict in Asia would send shockwaves through the global economy, disrupting trade, causing market crashes, and potentially triggering a global recession. The humanitarian crisis would be immense, with mass displacement, food shortages, and a surge in refugees. The world cannot afford this conflict. Section 9. No winners in war, only consequences. Let's be clear. There would be no winners in a war between India and China. Both sides would suffer immense losses, and the cost in human life and suffering would be immeasurable. The global community would face dire consequences with economic turmoil, political instability, and the lingering threat of nuclear fallout. War is not a solution, it's a catastrophe waiting to happen. Section 10, the path forward, diplomacy and dialogue. So, what's the alternative? Diplomacy, dialogue. It's the only way forward. India and China need to engage in meaningful and sustained dialogue to address their differences and find common ground. The international community must play a role in facilitating these discussions and encouraging peaceful resolution. The future of both nations, and indeed the world, depends on it. Section 11, join the conversation, your voice matters. That's it for today, folks, but the conversation doesn't end here. This is a topic that affects us all, and your voice matters. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you think the international community should approach this issue? What are your hopes for the future of India-China relations? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's work together to build a more peaceful and understanding world.